Hi everyone, my name's Tim. This is a video where I'm going to review Tainted by Alexandra Moody. This is a self-published YA dystopian novel that came out in 2014, I want to say. It's a smidge under 200 pages, and this is an interesting book to talk about the themes of self-publishing. This is one of the first self-published books I've read on my Kindle, and why people do it, and what the business model is, and what people are looking for in this space. So, Tainted is a YA dystopian, and it follows. Let's just read the blurb quickly. Find out what it means to be tainted in this post-apocalyptic future, where the secrets are as deep and as dark as the fallout shelter humanity survives in. So this is a book which, it came out in 2014, which I think is like as the last Hunger Games movies were coming out. So dystopian was still really big, and this is to looking to give people exactly what they want if they're looking for a YA dystopian book. So it's so tropey, in a good way, and it's meaning to be, because you have a clinical world. You've got a protagonist who describes herself as cute but not pretty. She's got dark hair, blue eyes. She's in high school. There's a high school dance. There's costumes. There's a world with a government that's not telling them everything. But instead of being focused on the world and I would say even the plot, the main focus is on the relationships, because there's two boys and one girl. I would say in this point, this is the first of a series. I would say in this point, the series is called The Arc, by the way. I would say it's not a triangle yet. It's not a love triangle yet, but you could see where it's going. And the main focus of this book is the main character's relationship with Sebastian. And the thing is that Elle cares about Sebastian, and that's about it. While Sebastian, I would say, it's all done through first person as well, fitting the theme. While Sebastian is actually the protagonist. He's the one who is interested in the people are being lied to. He's the one that sneaks around. He's the one that has the plans. Elle just spends her time being like, I really don't want to do this, but I'll follow you, Sebastian, and that's kind of what she does. So it's very tropey. I would say, you could say it's stepping into like being derivative. But if you're a self-published author and this book was free, so this book is designed to hook readers in to get the sequels, and I almost bought the sequel because it does have a really good ending. So it does exactly what it aims to do, because if you're someone who loves that genre, you just want to go to the Amazon store and just download more of it, read. You don't mind that it's very similar to what's come before, or doesn't necessarily have a ton of new ideas, because it's hitting those needs that you have. And, it's like if you go to a fast food restaurant and you order from the menu, you want it to taste exactly the same in every restaurant that you go to. That's part of why you go there. You don't want someone to be like, oh, I've decided to put whatever in your McDonald's hamburger. No, you're getting exactly what you look for. So I enjoyed this book. I read a lot of it while waiting in a queue at an Avis car hire place. So it scratched that itch for me. I enjoyed how the author focused on the relationship a lot. I think she actually does a lot of romance, and you can tell that just because the romance between Elle and Sebastian is the focus of the story. It's not the dystopian YA dystopian setting is just backdrop. So I think it did what it meant to do very well, it's just not necessarily for me. So I gave it 3 stars, which I think is fine. I enjoyed it while reading it, but it hasn't really stuck with me afterwards. And I almost bought the sequel on the Amazon store, and I was like, I'll just wait for a bit, and now I'm not going to. But it did do what it wanted to do, and I think this is part of, if you went to a bookstore and this was there, and you read this book, it's under 200 pages. It's quite short. You'd be a bit like, oh, I want more. But actually, from a self-published feeder novel to get people to buy your books, I think it does very very well what it means to achieve. So yeah, so I read this on holiday on my new Kindle, and also it's the half-face cover again. Why do I keep picking these? Anyway, so that was Tainted by Alexandra Moody. 3 stars. Thanks. Bye.